Could you give at Marks with Mike's podcast a shout out? Shout out!
Hey, yo!
What a maneuver! Mamma mia! Are you kidding me? The irresistible force meeting the
Yo, you already know who it is by the sound of my voice. That's right, it's your boy, Mr. 6'9". JT back in this piece once again. And of course, I am rolling with the co-host Cheech. What's going on, Bobby?
Yo, what's going on, fam? Everything's good in the neighborhood. What's poppin'?
You already know, per usual, in the cut like a band-aid, trying to make sure we cool at all time. Before we even go any further, of course, we got to welcome to the show the unofficial, official intern / co-host, Mr. Casanova in the building. What's happening, man?
Not a whole lot, guys. It's good seeing you as always, and WrestleMania is days away.
Man, we got Mania days away. We got NXT Stand and Deliver days away. ROH, first pay-per-view back since the hiatus. You know,
The collective.
The Collective, WrestleCon, Wale Mania 3, for the culture, Gringo Locos, what is it? The World on Lucha.
On Lucha.
Effie's Big Gay Brunch. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things popping off coming up this weekend. Make sure you definitely tune in to all of the sites to find out what's going on. Of course, you have Mania Night 1 and Night 2 going down on Peacock. But of course, if you want to join us here inside Cleveland, you can go ahead and pull up on us. When I say pull up, I mean pull up on us at the 100 House. That's right, April 3rd, we are doing our thing. We will be there not only in attendance, but will be there hosting a live podcast recapping night 1. Make sure y'all come through. We got a $50 wrestling cosplay contest, wrestling trivia, food and beer specials. The food is slamming. I'm going to tell you that right now. I went there for Taco Tuesday. I just left there this past Saturday for brunch. So trust me, the food is on point. It's going to be on the big screen. Come through. It's at the 100 House. If you are here in Cleveland Heights, go ahead and throw up that flyer one more time and get the people the address real quick for the people in Cleveland. The address to the 100 House is on the flyer, and you can go ahead and catch us at 13463 Cedar Road, Cleveland Heights, Ohio, 44110. All right, so but for some reason my mouse is not working. So Cheech, you may have to go ahead and just run the show for a second. But man, we got a lot of things pop off, but we got a whole bunch of things popping off this week. We can go ahead and give y'all some predictions. Of course, we had big news pop off with Triple H. You know, he announced on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith that he's done. He's retired due to the injuries that he suffered, and you know, with his heart, you know, which is crazy because Triple H is literally a cornerstone of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a decade for the last 30 years that you don't mention Triple H's name. And that's you know, that's one thing you can definitely go ahead and say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. He reinvented himself, you know what I mean? And he always took a lot of heat due to the outcome of certain bookings. And it was somewhat unfortunate, you know, that he gets judged by that. But he definitely, you know, had a long career, you know, from when he started. It's like literally the other day was, you know, an anniversary from his first match. And yeah, man, it's kind of messed up, you know, but you know, the time was gonna come. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's going on? First off, I got to go ahead and pop it off real quick. Shout out to JJ in the building. What's up, girl? And of course, someone had some unpleasant things to say. Right.
Let me guess.
Go ahead. Click on it real quick. I'm gonna read what this asshole had to say. It should be right underneath the Triple H slide. Right back. But Ryback had some things to say, and I didn't too much take too kindly to it, man. It's like first and foremost, why are you even popping off right now? You know what I'm saying? Like your mouth, it's unneeded. Your opinion is unneeded. But Ryback basically said, he said, you ended up being one of the biggest disappointments for me personally from loving you growing up, but I wish you well wishes in retirement. What type of uh backhanded well wishes is that, dog?
I don't know, but all I gotta say is fuck that guy.
Yep.
It's in pure taste, man. He just he's in his feelings, man. It just it just pretty much, you know what I mean. He's still dealing with that after years.
Emotional damage. You want some therapy?
Yeah, why don't you save all that energy for posting on Twitter so people could tell you to retire again?
Man, I don't think too many people is really rocking with this dude right now. But my whole thing is, at the end of the day, no one asks for your opinion. You get a whole entire glizzy, and also, who is you? Like, name me one memorable Ryback match that's top three on your list.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who he reminds you of being on that cry thing, on some baby butt hurt.
Who is you? You ain't nobody. You
You big man.
I'm talking about big mad, dog. Like, why is you still mad, bro? Like, listen, at the end of the day, ain't nobody talking about you. You put that tweet out for people can actually put their names in your mouth. But look, nobody wants you. No one likes you. The little girl don't like you. I don't like you. Nobody like I don't know too many people that say, "Oh, I can't wait to go see Ryback go have a match." It's like, no, man, that was underhanded. But without Triple H, and what with him literally changing the face of the game, no pun intended, we wouldn't have had a lot of these great moments that we had over these past, 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about ladder matches. We're talking about factions. Okay, we talking about evolution. We talking about power trip. We talking about DX. You know, so we got a lot of things that Triple H name is on. NXT, the whole 9 yards. So right back. That's a bitch move. But moving on from that,
Like
you know,
you always like you say, go kick rocks without no shoes on.
without shoes on, yeah, go kick rocks without shoes on, bro. Matter of fact, go play in traffic with green lights
Uh, uh, uh.
on every intersection. It's like seriously. But yo, what else? What else we got popping off? That's gonna be coming up this week. Matter of fact, let's not even go to predictions. Let's go into AEW real quick. Just overall, um, AEW was nice, right? AEW had some nice moments. Mr. Casanova, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's talk about CM Punk versus Dax Howard.
I mean, he just came back recently, so it's just kind of like a first time in a few weeks. So he had an overall like really good pop by the crowd, and then he came in strong throughout the whole match. It's like he wasn't even taking a breath; he just kept hammering down on the other guy.
El Cheech.
I mean, that's hardwood. Um, he he pretty much uh you know pretty much is a good wrestler. You know what I mean? And with CM Punk, being being back on on TV since like you said the last 2 weeks. So it was a good a good match. They actually gave him a good 15 or plus minutes. And it seemed like they turning the what I mean to like faces, FDR and stuff like that. Um, I don't know if the CM Punk and them and the Bret Hart connection, what I mean, had something to do moving forward. But that match was pretty good. Yeah, but you know, I think the match, for being the first, like you said, when he came back, the fans, they haven't seen him in a while because it's pretty much now when he's doing the tour, you could say. So, and it seems like he's putting himself out there to be a contender for the belt. He started doing the what is it, the double check, take down. No, but yeah, man. CM Punk against Dax Harwood, they started with with a good match and everybody was into it.
Yeah, they started out with that heat, man. Like you had that pop off, and then later on that night, you had an 8-man tag, which y'all know I'm not a fan of at all. But this right here, this wasn't half bad. This wasn't half bad at all. I mean, you had the Hardys, because you got to call them the Hardys, going up against Sting and Darby Allin versus Private Party and the Butcher and the Blade. Um, it was a pretty good match. I mean, of course, the Hardys got a pop, one of the loudest pops of the night. I think it was louder than CM Punk's pop, but it was definitely out there. I mean, Jeff Hardy could have came on stage and farted, and them people would have been cheering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's on fire.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, about it. I mean, you got the nostalgic, especially with the Hardy Boys original theme song and all that thing. So you got the nostalgia inside there. So it was pretty good, seeing a Sting and a Jeff Hardy, uh, working together in a tag team match. Just it wasn't too long ago that Matt Hardy was just beating on Sting's ass, a few at Revolution. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like none of that never happened.
Yeah.
So
No, and the thing, the chemistry there, like seeing them in the ring again together, to those that actually remember, what I mean, that TNA
hey,
incident, between Jeff and Sting, so it was crazy. But they had to bring out the hits. And what is a Hardy Boys or Hardy, how the fuck you want to call them, Brother Nero match if you don't have one of these?
Not above danger, taking it all in. Oh, my God. What a swan-ton bomb. Crashing on the Butcher and the Blade. Jeff Hardy knows.
What a Wu-Tang song, Yeah, it had to
anything
happen, man.
like this. Yeah, it did. I
Yeah.
mean, don't get me wrong. It's just that part right there with the whole entire. Oh, I've never seen anything like this. Stop the cap, man. All right, everyone got YouTube. Everyone got some type of network subscription. You know, you
Nah.
don't see that on Twitter, IG. I mean, it's a difference there seeing it live. But then again, you didn't even see it live because you was watching from your monitor. So it's the same damn thing. Stop the cap. No, but the moment was good. I mean, it's a good staple that AEW could put inside one of their intro videos and things like that. It's not like we haven't seen Jeff Hardy jump off a balcony at WrestleMania 2000. It's not like we never seen Jeff Hardy jump from the top of the Raw Titantron. It's not like we never seen Jeff Hardy jump off from the top of TNA's structure. It's not like we've never seen. You get what I'm going with this, right? He's going to create these moments. But at what cost for a pop? I mean, honestly, I love it. It's putting energy inside AEW, but I can't wait. I cannot wait to we actually get a payoff here. Can't wait till we get a title run. With the Hardy Boys challenging for the titles. I don't know. Maybe they take it off fucking Tarzan and the fucking dinosaur. What is his name again?
Luchasaurus.
Fuck these kids.
Exactly.
No, you know how I feel
yo,
about the tag team division. Ortiz and Santana should have had those titles a long time ago, and they just got skipped over. So I don't really give a fuck
yeah,
who the champions are if it's not those two.
yeah, you're right. They should have been tag team champions. I should have got my reparations. Everyone should have still been getting stimulus, and also I think everyone should be headed off the unemployment. But at the end of the day, it's just shit. This we gonna have to wait to see what happens. Okay. Also, I mean, look at that angle. Look at Sting. Like, let me get out of here. Sting had a skate. We had the skateboard. I mean, Sting or Stang, as the acclaim calls him.
Stang.
Um, this felt mad WWE-ish, but the match itself was really good. I mean, Private Party definitely establishing themselves. Matt Hardy's career is now rejuvenated. Jeff is there to save the day, and I'm just happy to see all things work out. You also had this go down. You had Jericho and Daniel Garcia going up against John Silver and Alex Reynolds. So once again, Dark Order is still around.
It is the debut of the Jericho appreciation, right?
Just, yeah,
Society debut.
justice, as I would call it. But yeah, I mean, Daniel Garcia look good. That's about it. I mean, that's all I got, dog. Like, I'm keep it real. I mean, I don't know. Jericho is a talented individual, but to me, it's like overkill. You know what I'm saying?
He's like beyond over. He doesn't need to be over
Yeah.
anymore.
No,
I
no, no.
don't think
Like,
it's that. It's the people they put him with. You know what I mean? Because Jericho, he been reinventing himself for all this time and putting people over. It just happens. This happens to be a little suspect. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, a little sus. I mean, but it is what it is. I will say the match itself, I mean, of course, it puts Daniel Garcia over, a person that, we've been looking at over this past year. Even before he signed the AEW contract, I was watching him
He gets the
wrestle, and
rub.
I was there watching him in OWA. He was in a match with Trey Lamar. You know, Speaking of Trey Lamar, I think he just got announced. Yeah, he did. Back to the basics. This is going to be going down Ohio Wrestling Alliance, October 23rd. Make sure y'all inside the building at Edwards Building, 5035 Northwest Parkway. Bell time is at 6 p.m. Meet me there, don't beat me there. Or beat me there, don't meet me there. However it goes. But Daniel Garcia, I think, is going to benefit from this rub. But one thing I would say, drop the Judas theme music. You a whole new faction. I need something else.
Yeah, that's for sure. And
If you're supposed to be the heel, you supposed to just switch it up on them one day. Kind of like when X Pac got his own faction, he had X Factor theme music. Like just switch it up. It was different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but
yeah,
have something
but
that they're going to do.
definitely. But yeah, man, this I don't want to throw no shade or like that, but to me, just this should be on dark. Like with the lights off. And nobody want to see this shit.
Bruh. Really?
I mean,
I mean,
break it
I mean,
down, break it down.
I'm gonna break it down. I think Red Velvet actually looked real good in this match. Like you can see her progression. Her progression over this last year. She's gotten a lot better. She's gotten a lot better from when I first seen her on Dynamite, and that was a whole different story. This right here, I mean, I won't ever compare anyone to the goddess known as Jade at all. Period. But the progression, I can see it though. Layla, of course, gets the W. You know, she had a turnbuckle inside her trunks. I mean, a piece of the turnbuckle hook inside of her trunk or whatever. But no, that wasn't a match that was dynamite worthy. You're right. It felt like a dark match just with a big crowd. So I get
Yeah.
what you saying.
Yeah, and then we had this match, which they have history from their ROH days.
Yeah.
Um, Jay Lethal versus Adam Cole, man.
Um, this one was fire. Was it one of those moments where I was like, okay, this is the Adam Cole I've been looking for? Yes, because thank you, JJ. Someone agrees with me. She is improving a lot. If you compared that to, her wrestling Jade when she debuted it, yeah, this is a whole different red velvet. Feel like this cake is like almost finished. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. But where was I? Was I on the Jay Lethal versus Adam Cole? Adam Cole, he needed this match more than anybody. But Jay Lethal needed this match too because we haven't seen him on Dynamite in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I think his last appearance before that was a few months ago or whatever. Because I think he appeared. What was it? He appeared on Dynamite before the holidays or something like that. But we haven't
Yeah.
seen him actually on Dynamite, like he's been on Dark Elevation and stuff like that. But Adam Cole needed it. I mean, does this do anything for the storyline between him and Hangman Page? In my opinion, no. It's just another match. I mean, it was good for the people to watch, but other than that, nah, I wasn't really on it. I mean, far as something that was anticipating, like, oh my gosh, it's going down. Yeah, it's another chapter inside the story, but that's a pay per view match, not no dynamite match. Like, if you gonna put that match down, put that on the pay per view. That's not a dynamite type of match. You build up to something like that, even though they have history. You feel me? Let's see. Moving on from there, we had also what went down with the what was it? The TNT Championship, right? So there's a segment where we have Dan Lambert, right, and we have Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara, right? So Sammy Guevara says some outlandish shit about this title. I'm just gonna go ahead and let this play out real quick.
Bye.
¡Ey, pendejo!
Dan, hey Dan. I know we've been living rent free in your head since you got here. But if you only knew what Ty and I did while wearing that belt, then you'd know we now live in your mouth too.
Wow. Wow.
That's nasty.
like, like, bro. First of all, and this is no disrespect, wasn't this title supposed to be commemorating Brody Lee?
Yeah.
Disrespect, my G.
The disrespect, like, it was totally inappropriate. Thank you, JJ. And then you also got to look at the fact this is supposed to be the title that for forever will be in remembrance of Brody Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you go all WWE ish and do this.
Wearing titles naked and shit, man. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible.
Fucking horrible, though. Like, you went full WWE. I mean, kind of like last week, what we said with Don Poppy from the Curtain Call podcast. Like, you know, this is not what we signed up for. I mean, but I digress, man. I digress. Uh, it was a funny little bit. It got a lot of traction. A lot of people had something to say. Um, what you think about it overall, El Cheech?
Um, they should not give Ty Conti a mic. She, unfortunately, she doesn't, you know, put into words what she's trying to say. She come out to stage, like rehearse. It don't sound natural. And of
No.
course, they're together in real life, so they try to pair them. They're already doing appearances. I believe last night they were in Mexico. Wrestling for AAA at as a tag team. So just one of those things that makes sense for them. I don't know what's gonna do for Sammy Guevara. I guess it's the pairing. Now you got Paige Van Sang coming in, um, and Sammy Guevara, I guess, having the feud with Scorpio Sky, right? And you got Ethan
Yeah.
Page also there. So I don't know how I feel about this. I hope it's like they trying to push it on us. You know what I mean? It don't look organic like how the feud started. It just next thing you know it's a girl or whatever. But man, just do not give Ty Conti the mic.
I mean, I've never been fond of like, anything couple related like on screen. It's just never been my cup of tea. So I've always disagreed with anything like that. It's just I don't know. The WWE's done it so many times. It's just annoying.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, of course, Shawn Michaels was the first to do it, but at the same time, nah, I wasn't feeling this. It's like, come on, dog. At this point, y'all gotta go.
Me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Like real talk. Uh, but moving on from there, my dog, we got. Let's go ahead and get into a quick run through of Impact, and then we got to hit these predictions running. So, Impact, Impact Wrestling. I mean, you have Violence by Design going up against the Good Brothers, Lumberjack match, VBD. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, how things have changed. I mean, it wasn't too long ago that they had the tag team titles around their waist inside of a guy like a all right, for sure. Tell Smack Bro that we said what's up. But I mean, it wasn't too long ago. Violence by Design, they had the tag team titles before. I mean, you had Rhino holding one of them, and now you got the Good Brothers. So it's kind of like we kind of seen in this movie before. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Of course, the Good Brothers are gonna have to get those titles back. They're gonna become like the 15-time Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions or some shit. I don't know. All I know is since they signed with Impact, they've had those titles around their waist, one way or another. Whether it's a long run or short run. But I do like, excuse me, I do like the bill that we're getting here with them. So that's definitely a good one. Um, Mickey James going up against Tasha Steelz in a street fight. That was really nice. Um, Especially Mickey James showing a little bit more of that heel side. I mean, that's the Mickey I kind of. Well, let me stop. The Mickey James I fell in love with was the psycho crazy one. The one who was obsessed over Trish Stratus. But
Yeah,
I could rock with this one too. I
yeah,
could rock.
definitely. Yeah. No,
And
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 actually that
uh
match that they hit the 100,000 viewers. You know what I mean? And that's big. You know what I mean? They haven't had that's a big improvement from the week prior. So this
well, that was
main
cool.
event, yeah, this main event of Tasha Steele and in the street fight, there was a lot of eyes on it. So shout out to them.
Yeah, definitely shout out to them, for bringing eyes to the product. Whatever happened to remember when I said when WWE allowed Mickey James into the Royal Rumble, maybe this may help Impact. Well, I'm gonna need a longer relationship. I need some more moves to be happening. Eddie Edwards versus Rocky Romero was very nice. Uh, I do believe that I don't know. I think this relationship between ROH and Impact. I don't know how this is going to work, especially with Tony Khan now, holding the rights to it. But speaking of ROH does have a show this upcoming weekend as well. June
Friday night.
Friday night, the same night as SmackDown, right? So
The same time as SmackDown, the same time as the Hall of Fame, the same time as Rampage.
Too much shit to watch, just entirely.
Yeah, the same time as Gringo Loco Lucha. You know what I mean? It's crazy that Friday is gonna be nuts.
Wrestling's 25-8. I said that a couple of years ago. It's just crazy. Yo, shout out to Side Note Suplex. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Definitely thank you for tuning in, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check them out. The content is off the chain. Make sure you go click, like, subscribe on YouTube. Follow them on IG, follow them on Twitter. But ROH, just a few matches that we do know about. I mean, we do know that we got Zayn versus Swerve. You know what I'm
Whose
saying?
house?
Swerve's house. We got Zayn versus Swerve. Okay, Alex Zayn versus Swerve. Man, like this is big. This is huge. And
it's a good match. Check this one out. Look at this one.
What we got here? We got. Yo, Jay Lethal going up against Lee Moriarty. This should be a banger, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. I mean, pretty sure by now we've gotten a chance to see Lee Moriarty on AEW. You also got to see him on programming, like Impact. He had a match on there. But listen, he also had one on ROH. But listen, if you haven't seen any of his matches on Independence, you can go ahead and check it out on IWTV. Okay, you could also check it out on all the other streaming apps. But I'm telling you, this one is going to be iron sharpening iron, bro. Also, you got the undisputed Ring of Honor Championship match going on. Okay, you got the OG Championship held by Jonathan Gresham going up against Bandino. Okay, so we got the old joint and the new joint. Okay, we got the box Chevy Caprice and we got the bubble Caprice. Like, you know what I'm saying? So which one is gonna come out? Who's gonna be the one to be the undisputed champion? Sounds like a storyline that's running WrestleMania weekend as well, but that's none of my business. This story may be more interesting. You also have ROH World Tag Team Championships on the line. That's right. We got them boys, the Briscoes, going up against them top guys, FTR. You know what I'm saying? Little AW and versus ROH Tag Team Championships. So let's go ahead and get these predictions out of the way for these matches that we do know about at this current point in time, the matches that have been announced. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there, my dog. I'm going to put it out there. You ready? If I'm going Zayn versus Swerve, I love Zayn, but Swerve got to pick up a dub.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I got Swerve also.
Who you got? Swerve, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about that Jay Lethal versus Lee Moriarty. Okay. I'm going with Lee. What you mean?
How much if I want to, as much as I want to say Lee, but I just can't see Lethal unless, that's a start for him to turn heel. You know what I mean? And start being on that, he was a great heel. Bring back the truth. You know what I mean? That was a nice run. But I'm going to go with Lethal.
You going with Lethal? Okay. Yo, did I?
Got to go with Lee.
You going with Lee?
Yeah, I mean, Jay Lethal's way too over. They need to start boosting up, in the ranks. Lee Moriarty. I mean, he's a new guy to AEW, and he just needs to push.
Yeah, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. But real talk, though, I forgot to talk about this with AEW, but I'll somehow get back to it. I'll somehow get back to it. Uh, the other match we got to go ahead and predict is going to be FTR going up against the Briscoe ROH Tag Team Championships on the line. So, do you see the Briscoes dropping the titles to FTR?
I don't know. I have to say that it might be a dirty win if they do. Like, it's not going to be a clean finish, so they're going to probably cheat to win the titles.
Oh, FTR?
Yeah, like they're going to do some underhanded shit just to get those belts in their own possession, and it's going to be straight legal. So I think they're going to go get away with the dirty pin for the victory.
What you think,
Nah.
Chief?
I'm gonna go with the Briscoe brothers. You know what I mean? They're gonna take this one in the home turf. The fact that they said higher ups in Time Warner have a problem with his remarks, one of the Briscoe brothers' remarks. So makes sense that this match is taking with that the things that match being not on AEW but on Ring of Honor. Would it happen at AEW? Who knows? But I just don't see them, what I mean, loosen the belts unless they have other plans and have FTR running, being like a base for Ring of Honor, the
Yeah.
Briscoe brothers, Don
I
Boas.
don't, I don't know, dog. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see FTR winning the titles, especially if they, trying to do this whole going to a face character change, which these guys have had more, heel turns and face turns in the Big Show. But I'm not sure. I don't see it happening. Nah, I think the Briscoe brothers are gonna be the ones to retain, and that's gonna be the end of the story. Like we ain't got nothing else to even talk about right there. We got also the backtrack. Now we did say AEW, and we did mention that that match wouldn't happen on AEW. But did y'all see that beatdown that Moxley and Brian Danielson put on the Varsity Blondes? Like this shit here.
Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
Like,
Talk about overkill.
yeah. I mean, the Lisa selling was better than when the Dark Order was beating down on Dustin Rhodes. Like, it was just punching straight air. But no, better selling. I mean, I definitely enjoyed that moment. But speaking of moments coming up, we do have, damn, don't we got Stand and Deliver happening Saturday at noon? Wow. Yo, this shit is finna be crazy, El Cheech. Like, really? All this programming and content going on that we have coming up, far as with NXT. Let's go ahead and talk about it, El Cheech. What you got?
Yeah, I don't know, man. 2.0, this is the first time they go on the road, they're going to be in a big stage. Let's see how they come out. We got this triple threat for the tag team championship. Um, I don't see the MSK winning. I'm gonna go with the Creed brothers on this one. What about you guys?
I think the Creed brothers definitely have been building themselves up. I do see the Creed brothers winning this, and I do see MSK possibly moving up to the main roster. Just saying. If anyone needs tag teams right now, it's definitely the main roster. And I would like to see an MSK on the main roster. So I'm going with the Creed brothers. Who you got, Mr. Casanova?
I'm gonna say the Creed brothers too, because if you remember, like back on NXT, there was like these mystery people that popped out, like doing all this like shady shit, kind of like GTV back in the day. So we still got to find out who those people were that attacked them backstage at one time.
Oh, You talking about the people that attacked the Creed brothers at one time?
Yeah.
Maybe it was El Legado del Fantasma. Maybe there's a twist. Maybe there's a twist, yo. Like, I don't know. What you think? It could be something. It could be something big. I mean, that's something no one has thought about, right? And thanks for bringing it back up because I wasn't even thinking about that. The next match that we got Cora Jade going up against Mandy Rose. Who you got on this, Mike Angelo?
I mean, it'd be a pipe dream for Cora Jade to get that on that night, but honestly, I don't see Mandy Rose dropping it this soon when she's got all this heat along with her friends in Toxic Attraction. They're like little trio, so I don't see her dropping it yet.
What you think, El Cheech?
Where's that girl from?
Cora Jade?
Yeah.
I know she used to talk to Mr. Allen.
Nah, I kind of confused her. Not the other girl that just got signed.
Roxy.
Rox. Yeah, she's from Texas. Um, yeah, I mean, I could really care for Mandy Rose, but she is eye candy, and she is uh she is delicious. No, but I don't think she's gonna be losing the belt. I got
No, I
Mandy
don't.
Rose.
Nah, I'm with you on that. Mandy Rose ain't dropping that title. First off, like you said, eye candy. She's gonna bring ratings in, but at the end of the day, I do think that Cora Jade. It's probably gonna be a while before they put a title around her waist. Go ahead, Mr.
Hated it.
But that's not all though, because on NXT, Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray won the women's part of the Dusty Cup, so they said that they wanted to cash in their title match in for making it a fatal four-way at Stand and Deliver. So it's going to be Cora Jade, Mandy Rose, Io Shirai, and then Kaylee Ray in a fatal four-way. So that's what's going to change with that now due to NXT.
So let me get this straight. Run that back by me real quick, because you just not gonna run past that like you need to just drop a bombshell. Say that one more time.
Basically, Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray won the women's Dusty Cup, so they both
Uh-huh.
decided on together as a unit to split up that tag team champion run and make it a fatal four-way for Stand and Deliver. So Kaylee Ray, Io Shirai, Cora Jade, and Mandy Rose. So she don't even have to get pinned to lose the championship. So there's other people involved now.
Yo, so this just got deeper. It's got deeper than rap. So I mean, it's a whole new added recipe, to the sauce that we trying to mix up here. But I do think at the end of the day, if built right and if played right, just maybe this can be something that we can look forward to. You know what I'm saying?
I
Far as
mean,
out.
Io Shirai even grabbed the mic and just, was speaking. So she was involved in the three bars that she dropped. You know what I mean? And the table, the tables had turned for Toxic Attraction.
I don't know. Looks like this could be a sticky situation, like a real sticky situation. So either way, I'm gonna tell you my pick. I still don't think Mandy Rose is gonna lose the title. I just don't see it right now, especially with the tag team titles still being around Toxic Attraction. You know what I'm saying? Like, still. Like I think if they're gonna lose those titles, it's gonna be at the next pay-per-view. I don't see it happening at this pay-per-view. because we've seen situations like this. Remember when Undisputed Era, you had situations where Adam Cole would be in a situation where he's facing more than one person, and he ends up walking out with the title. So she still has the rest of the toxic attraction. You know what I'm saying? To come through. So it's a lot that can go on with this, but I don't care nobody say my pick is still going to be Mandy. We also got the ladder match, which we know Santos Escobar is involved. We also know that it's going to be a mystery person inside the match, and two more people going to qualify. So I want to say LA Knight qualified for this, right? This past Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. But
I don't think so.
nah, I'm definitely
I
mistaken.
know, I know, I know. A kid and they fighting
Hey, kid.
again,
Yeah,
and they eight kids they're gonna fight again, and to see if they, that's who qualifies now.
that's what it is. Yo, I wouldn't mind it though. I mean, is it gonna top the first one that we seen in New Orleans? Absolutely not. The one in New Orleans was fire, bro.
Mhm.
I don't think nothing touches that match. You had Adam Cole, you had EC3, you had Velveteen, you had
Lars,
Lars Sullivan inside the match.
and that was the first match.
Uh, that was
That
his
was the
first.
first match. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
yeah,
first match.
to kick it
They-
off. Yeah, I don't think that's going. I don't think nothing's going to top that. But I think if they're smart, they should start off with the ladder match. Start off with the ladder match and dedicate it to Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, one of the innovators inside WWE of the ladder match. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens there. Um, then what else we had there with NXT? You got the Tommaso Ciampa going up against Tony D'Angelo, which I'm going to tell you right now, I see Tony D'Angelo catching the W and Tommaso Ciampa catching the L, and this is your swan song. Goodbye. It's time to build up these younger guys. So yeah, I think it's going to be Tony D'Angelo. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Tony D. I mean, I don't see Ciampa winning this one. I mean, he's been coming to the main roster, a few times already. So I think he's gonna be going up and staying there from now on because there's no place for him anymore.
Nah, there's not. I mean, I think he definitely deserves just to be on the main roster. Keep him over there. He's been in NXT what 7 years, or some shit like that. Like he's been on NXT for a minute. Like I don't know. I mean, I know it's not 7 years. I'm over exaggerating, but still, it's been a minute. Also, we got the championship match. We got Dolph Ziggler going up against Braun Breaker. I got Ziggler.
Yep, same here.
Who you got, El Cheech?
yeah, I'm gonna go with Ziggler.
Ziggler the Wiggler? Yeah, I'm going with Ziggler, though. I mean, it only makes sense. Keep the title on him a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and push those ratings up. Let's go ahead and get Braun Breaker out of NXT and get him ready for the main roster. Um, Moving on from that, I think we got the largest ever WrestleMania card. But before we get there, we definitely got to give a shout out to the two-time New Japan Cup winner. Uh, who we got right here? Is that who I think it is?
My boys, Zack Saber Jr. Second time.
Two-time. So it looks like he got a title shot coming up, right?
Hey, he called out. He's going for that belt. He also mentioned Will Ospreay. You know what I mean? Like he coming for him if going that for that belt. So
Okay.
it was a matter of time, man. He'd been putting in work for a few years already.
About time, man. Let's get to it, man. It's a lot of damn matches on this card. Um, we're gonna be watching this, and we're gonna be recapping the first night at, of course, the Haunted House here in Cleveland Heights. But we do have this long ass card to discuss, and these are the 14 matches that we know of. I mean, I think they're putting the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on SmackDown as well as
Yeah.
the Women's Battle Royal.
So let's
So
start. Let's start with this real quick. I believe I saw Buff Bagwell complaining because you know the some wrestlers not gonna get that WrestleMania payoff. What you guys think about that?
yeah, he do got a point, but then again, he he has a huge point because you got to remember, like when the WrestleMania gates hit, and you talking about being inside Dallas, and at the gate, the merch, the payoff, the whole 9 yards. Financially, do I think they're still gonna make some type of WrestleMania cut? Absolutely, but I don't see it being as large. I think that this battle royal is bullshit. It's become more of bullshit. It has not been taken as serious since they introduced it at WrestleMania 30 when Cesaro won it. Like that's when it felt real. It felt like it meant something, right? 31 came around, he was like, all right, okay. By the time 32 came around, I was like, man, this shit whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really hasn't produced anything. I mean, to be honest, it didn't produce anything the first time. Like, what is the consolation prize besides saying that you got the trophy? Is this a push into stardom? Is this a mid card championship opportunity? Is it an opportunity to possibly go out against the world heavyweight championship? There's no direction whatsoever. It's just a name that they put on the battle royal. That's it. They could have called this the Giant Gonzalez battle royal at this point because this has no meaning besides the name of Andre on there. That's it, and that's what it boiled down to. So I could see both Bagwell being upset. What you think, El Cheech?
I mean, who the fuck he ever beat? Um, who, like to me, it's like what what does it bother you? But I get it. Definitely the fact that they doing that. But then again, to be honest, this SmackDown is not the same from other years. I don't like it that the fact that they doing the Hall of Fame and SmackDown in the same place. Um, it just don't. It feels different, But I guess they doing it different this time around, So those who go to that SmackDown on Friday, they're gonna get the Hall of Fame also, which
On paper, it looks good though. I mean, you get a Hall of Fame and you get SmackDown.
yeah, yeah. So you're looking at how many people? Perhaps over 20,000, close to 20,000. And uh, uh, I guess for that particular time, it might be something different. Could be like an attraction, and perhaps we'll get a new face or somebody different. Who knows? Is that when we see Cody Rhodes?
Nah, we may see Stardust before we see Cody Rhodes. But here's the part that I don't like. Why is Finn Balor
In the
inside the ring?
graphic? Yeah.
Yeah. Why isn't your U.S. champion defending this title against Damian Priest at WrestleMania?
Yeah,
I
look at
mean,
that.
to me, I think that's the ticket. You got the Demon versus a Demon, a Demon and Damian Priest. Like, I think that's a WrestleMania match. If Finn Balor's inside the the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, throw the whole title away. Throw it away
Is
because
it,
because if he wins it, then it's like okay, it's not gonna mean nothing anyways. But go ahead, Cheech.
no, I would say it's kind of like the same thing with this. You know what I mean? Okay, you got a tag team wrestling, for the belt, kind of like what NXT is doing down there, but they don't make no sense. But then going into WrestleMania, Ricochet don't have a belt. I mean, have a match.
Yeah.
The same thing as Finn Balor, even though most likely it's going to be announced there's going to be Damien. But I don't understand, like, is it like these belts are irrelevant? You know what I mean? I remember WrestleMania was like you had the tag teams, the Intercontinental, the heavyweight, and they were like, and the women's, like there were belts that meant something. Now it's just
You got
you're
this.
not gonna put them on the pre-show. Like, come on, man, put some respect on them people's name.
Like, seriously.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the
I had a
reason?
reason.
What was the
I
reason?
just explained. I just
Like, it's kind of like you go ahead, you give him this big title win over Sami Zayn, just for Sami Zayn to get a match with Johnny Knoxville on WrestleMania. But the Intercontinental Championship doesn't even make it to WrestleMania. It's on WrestleMania SmackDown, they're calling it. Like, come on, man.
No, and that's crazy because you know what they calling it tomorrow, right?
Raw, WrestleMania Raw.
Yeah, like, wow, who come up with
But I
this?
understand it. But I understand it. It's the programming that continue to program your mind. Like, hey, WrestleMania is this week. WrestleMania is this week. But I think we got to definitely get a prediction real quick. So, who's gonna win this?
All of them.
I don't think anyone cares about this match, but if I'm gonna throw one out there, a person who probably needs it but really doesn't need it because it's not going to matter anyways, they're not going to do anything with them. Give it to R-Truth. I mean, he's won the 24/7 championship 9,300 times. Why not go ahead? Give him Andre the Giant Battle Royal trophy. I mean, no one sticks out to me as someone who's going to be the winner. I don't see anyone prospering from this, even if they do win. Yeah, so yeah. Why don't you go?
I think. But what's the game? The name of the? Damn, I forgot the guy that be with Dana Brooke.
Reggie.
Reggie's gonna win it.
You got Reggie. Okay, who you got, Mr. Casanova?
Spanky.
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't really care about this match to begin with, but
What about Jinder Mahal? Didn't Hulk Hogan say that with the right push, could be the next Hulk Hogan?
Who gives a fuck what Hulk Hogan thinks at a time like this?
I don't know. Make it Finn Balor, I guess. Champion wins the match.
All right, moving on. Intercontinental Championship. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think that Ricochet is gonna retain. I don't see Angel Garza or Humberto winning this match. I think they're gonna butt heads, and then they're gonna break up the tag team that they just put together because that's a WWE move.
I'm gonna say Ricochet.
You got Ricochet. Who you got, Cheech? Ricochet?
Yeah, I got Mr. Man.
All
Ricochet.
right. So we got this match going now. Of course, it wouldn't be WrestleMania without a celebrity appearance or two. Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Honestly, anyone really care about this match as far as wrestling fans? No. Mainstream media people, they may care about it because he's a mainstream star. And when I say mainstream star, I'm talking about Johnny Knoxville, not Sami Zayn. There's no interest in the storyline for me whatsoever.
This match is just going to be about some shenanigans, and that's it.
I mean, maybe we get some, some callbacks to Andy. I almost called him Andy Tillman, but maybe we get some callbacks there. I see Johnny Knoxville winning this match only because he's a celeb. I mean, it was different with Drew Carey. No one expected Drew Carey to do anything. But it's Johnny Knoxville. I think the whole cast of Jackass going to come out and jump Sami Zayn. That's what I think.
Let's get Steve-O. Steve-O and Wee Man. That's what I want to see come out.
But we man got to come dressed as Oompa Loompa. That's the only way it's gonna work for me. Or matter of fact, have we man dress up as Hornswoggle, or maybe Hornswoggle comes through with we man and they jump Sami Zayn. Then we can have a WLC match, part 2, which I would love to see another one. Yeah, I got Knoxville. El Cheech, who you got? We can't hear you, dude.
I got no time for this shit. I gotta. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Sami Zayn.
You know what the same as saying? I feel it though. Nobody care about this match whatsoever. Next match, we got this triple threat tag team match. You feel me? Uh, you got the Street Profits because they are up and they want the smoke versus RK Bro, the tag team champions, versus the former tag team champions and Alpha Academy. We got this triple threat match. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not mind seeing the Street Profits, no bias, but I wouldn't mind seeing the Street Profits get the titles, and I would not mind seeing a breakup that night at WrestleMania between RK Bro. Somehow, some way, let's say Riddle is the one that gets pinned, and we finally see Randy Orton snap on Matt Riddle. That's what I want to see.
I mean, if you go back to earlier in the week, I mean, the Street Profits came out and like basically fucked that whole matchup and just went straight heel on both of those teams. So I mean, if they turn heel, I'll be in favor of that. I mean, they would make a great heel team as a champion. So I think they're gonna get it.
Who you got, El Cheech?
If that breakup happens, I don't think we'll get it at Mania. I think we'll get it the next day. There's
At Raw.
always big things happen at Raw or whatever. But would they change the dynamic to the one that turns will be Riddle instead of Orton? Because we kind of expect that. And also a cheap plug for those that haven't seen that series on Peacock that WWE came out, Evil. I think episode 5 is on Randy Orton, and I think they did a great job. And they actually go through you know, his ways of how he rather he'd rather be a heel you know than a face, and I could see that. So it's too obvious. So I don't know if the turn will be him. I think it will be Matt Riddle. But for that match, I'm uh I'm gonna go with Riddle and Randy Orton.
Okay, we're going RK Bro. I'm going Street Profits. You going Street Profits. Okay. I need somebody to write these down. All right, so I'll write them down, I guess. Then we got this fatal 4-way tag team match for the women's tag team championships. Okay, we got, of course, Shayna Baszler and Natalia versus Naomi and Sasha Banks.
Fuck these kids.
versus Zelina Vega and Carmella, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. I don't see Zelina or Carmella walking out with these titles.
Nope.
I think these titles will go on the ways of Naomi and Sasha Banks.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Absolutely. There's a chance that Sasha Banks will finally get her first win at WrestleMania. Not in the singles match, but in the tag team match. Either way it go, a W is a W. So I'm going with Sasha Banks, and I'm going with Naomi Team Glow. That's who I'm going with. Who you got, Mr. Casanova?
I might say Naomi and Sasha Banks too. I mean, granted, they really didn't show much of them on SmackDown this week, but if it was Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. because I mean it would boost up Liv Morgan's career because Rhea Ripley's already had championships. So I'm still pulling for Sasha Banks and Naomi though.
Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this, nigga?
It just makes sense to me right now because Sasha Banks, she used this main event in last year's WrestleMania. Am I correct? The first, history, and a year later, you were in this predicament. You know what I mean? And it's only right. You know what I mean? I think it's Naomi and her, and of course might be the breakup because Sasha, another episode on the Evil, she plugged, and she shines better when she heel. She's a heel, so let's see what happened, and put the graphic back on. What day is that on? But I think we're just going guerrilla warfare. Okay, that's Saturday. So you mean to tell me all 3 women matches are going to be on the same night? And to me, that don't make no sense.
Well, I'm not sure if it is Saturday because it says
Yeah, because Saturday supposedly the Becky Lynch and what's the name? Damn, I forgot.
Bianca Belair.
Yeah, that's gonna open the show, and then Ronda Rousey and Charlotte. I believe that they were pinned for Saturday. Yeah, see? Well, actually, I got the dates.
Guess we'll have to see when those days roll around.
Yeah, because I know, if I'm not mistaken, I knew Becky Lynch and Bianca and Charlotte, they were on the same night, and I thought they were going to main event. Then they, of course, made supposedly the announcement on what might be.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be Becky Lynch and
Yeah,
Bianca
see?
day one, and then it's going to be Ronda Rousey and Charlotte day one. So it looks like the women's tag team titles is going to be on Sunday. So that's good that they're not just going to throw all the women in just one day. But I do like the fact that we're seeing more women's matches. We're getting more women on the card. So this is a big move for, women in general. Women's History Month, of course, is this month. So this is a big move. But
another match.
Yeah, let's go on to the next match. So I guess for the pick, I think we all went Naomi and Sasha. So this match right here, we got Los Mysterios going up against The Miz and Logan Paul. You ready for my prediction? I think The Miz and Logan Paul are going to win, and Dominic is finally going to turn on his daddy. That's my.
Must be out of your goddamn mind.
No, I'm not. I'm dead ass, bro. Like, we've been waiting for this, 2 years now? Almost. I mean, no, Dominic's been signed with the company since 2021. So yeah, we've been waiting like almost a year plus for this.
Yeah, I'm a co-sign on that one, and I'm gonna say, Team Ohio, Parma, and Westlake is gonna win this one. Just because, I mean, Dominic was messing up for a while, then Ray got on him, so I'm starting to think that he's gonna push back, and it's gonna be like right after they take that L in that match, he's just gonna like straight up like, I don't know, drop kick his dad, hit him in the head with something. I don't know, whatever the fuck he's gonna do. But I think he'd be a great heel though doing that.
What about if his dad? What about if his dad? Just
Fuck these kids.
and get mad. But like I could actually see that, and perhaps that could, unless they wait. You know what I mean? But like if that happened and lead up to a blow off as SummerSlam, or perhaps if they could wait and take it like a long year build up and take it all the way to LA next year.
What is this? AEW? We don't do 3-year build ups for a match. We don't.
Hey,
they don't do that there.
I'm saying if they want to be smart, because come on, in LA, WrestleMania, father against son. Wow, Latino, and then Come on, ese. Chico.
Yo.
For la raza.
For the mask, though. They battle for the mask.
What?
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Oh. And I remember at WrestleMania, I think it was Sin Cara. And when Rey Mysterio was gonna come out, they were supposed to have a match, and I guess they were going for a Guinness World of Records. That I believe the Anaheim Angels, the Los Angeles Angels now, held that record for the most people with a mask, with a luchador mask, in a on a baseball field. And I think they were gonna gun for that, and that never happened.
Yeah. Did Sin Cara get released or he got hurt or some shit?
No, he probably got released.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But Dominic don't have a mask.
He has he's under a different name in AAA, I believe.
Yeah, he had changed his name several times, so I think he's like Mystico, whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck it is, but
I think he's a symbol like Prince. But keep going.
Yeah, yeah, but definitely, man. That'll be great, man. That'll be great if it happened then. But I kind of like that, the switch up. But I'm also gonna go with the 216, 404, 440 area code. I'm gonna go with Logan and Miz.
All right, so it's unanimous. We all picking the Miz and Logan Paul. Okay, here's a match that we just go ahead and just talk about real quick. Let's go with this. So we know that this match is going to go down. How much are we invested into this match? Very little. We got Drew McIntyre, aka Highlander, going up against Happy Corbin, and with Madcap Moss inside his corner.
Hate it.
Thank you. You took it right out of my mouth. I was about to say it. Man, ain't nobody trying to see that. That ain't no WrestleMania match. Like, that's not a match. Like,
that's some Friday Night SmackDown shit.
Yeah, that's some SmackDown. Like, real talk. Like, you. Like, for real. Like, who is you to get a match on WrestleMania? This is no shade to, this is no shade to Happy Corbin. But, I ain't feeling it, bro. Give me back depressed Baron Corbin, okay? Give me back broke Baron Corbin. Matter of fact, give me back the Baron Corbin that had the hair, but the hairline was way back here. Give me that Baron Corbin back, okay? Because that Baron Corbin was a little bit more interesting. That Baron Corbin actually made me feel like he was going to be a champion. This guy right here, I don't even recognize him. Like, once again, I don't even know who you are. Real talk.
Who is you?
Like, for real. Like, I am not at all interested inside this match whatsoever.
Yeah, it just seems like they kind of threw away Baron Corbin, like, the lone wolf type with the motorcycle image and shit like that. I think he should have been a champion like a long time ago, but they just dropped the ball on him.
That Baron Corbin, but this guy right here.
This is going to be straight up McIntyre, like beating one guy with the other type deal.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna go with Drew, and maybe they can break up this Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss thing, because right now, fam, that ain't it. That ain't
Congratulations, you played yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself.
What you thinking on this, El Cheech?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
It definitely has to be one of them. Like, what I forgot what the term they used. It has to be between one of them big matches, but because that's the problem with this year's WrestleMania. The card is some just missing. You know what I mean? It's missing that home. Even though Stone Cold's gonna be back, although they haven't mentioned, of course, not a match. And just I don't know, man. It's just this is not this should be a pre-show match. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do something with Stone Cold, perhaps they're gonna do something a la when they Roddy Piper and Goldust to that year. You know what I mean? if they do that, I guess it'll make sense. But this match, it just, unless he fucking stabs them with the sword, I don't want to see
it. Yo, real talk. Like whoever.
Your mom's a hoe.
Like real talk. Like I don't even think this shit should be even on the card. Like real.
Enough! Silence! I can't take this shit no more.
So I'm saying it's a SmackDown match. It's a SmackDown match. You just don't. I mean, now Seth Rollins trying to find an opponent for WrestleMania. Now that's worthy, but not that shit right there.
Matter of fact, I think we spent too much time even giving this thing even thought or mention. Real talk. This is bullshit. Like real talk. But you ain't never lied in that sense. But another match that we got to talk about that is probably not even interesting is Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. And let me tell you something, yo. Pat McAfee has been wilding lately. Have you seen this cat?
Let's get this going, baby.
Like this guy is everywhere. He's on every single TV show. He has his own show. Of course, check out his show, the podcast, Pat McAfee Live. I mean, but he's been everywhere, far as all over the place. Far as on SmackDown, far as on Raw, showing up in Mr. McMahon's office. Like Pat McAfee, like, yo, what's really hood? Like, what's up? Let me holler at you. Like, what's good? But I like this though. I mean, it makes Pat, a little bit of a loose end, but he's been wilding though. Pat McAfee's been wilding, and that's all I'm gonna leave it at. How, or should I say, do you even care about this match? Anybody?
Nah. I mean, I could see Pat McAfee winning it because when he was having his issues with Adam Cole back when the Undisputed Era was around, I mean, they had a pretty good rivalry for him just being, somebody that does daytime TV and, he was part of the NFL and stuff like that. He came together. So I think he could actually win this match, even though I don't really give a shit about the match in general.
I mean, the punter, yo. The punter. That's the
Kicking some field goals, man.
Yeah, that's that. But yo, he's been wilding. I don't know if y'all seen this shit. Yo, shout out to the Yin Twins, man. But this guy, with the crotch chops, and I've never seen it done in that fashion. So man, shout out to Pat McAfee. Like real talk, like the next. I mean, I can't do it now. Situations definitely changed. I don't know. Maybe Cheech, the next party you go to, you get thrown off that Patron, just walk up to a girl, be like, that's pretty dope. Like, I don't see Pat McAfee winning this match because he's a ring announcer. But then again, we seen him do it in NXT, but it's not NXT. I think we trying to make Austin Theory the future, so to speak.
But he shouldn't have to beat a celebrity to do that. I mean, he should beat somebody like, in the higher ranks of, whatever division he's going for. But I mean, I don't think that is really going to make him by beating that.
It's not going to make him at all. It's not going to make him at all. But
might be a stepping stone, but
it's a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, that's true.
And remember, his first WrestleMania moment wasn't even all that. See? It's to the point that you even remember that he had a WrestleMania moment. All right? 2020. Pandemic.
Yeah, because Andrade he got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't even remember Austin Theory's moment. So I think that this may be the moment that he does win. So I'm going with Austin Theory. Who you got?
I already said McAfee.
Well, Cheech.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
I mean, I guess I'm gonna go with Pat McAfee. I think he might, he's an entertainer, that's for sure. So you're an entertainer, but damn, man.
Yeah, this shit looking sadder and sadder as I go through these matches. Right. Speaking of matches, let's go ahead and talk about these tag team titles again. We got the Usos going up against Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Naka.
Listen, so you mean to tell me you went past the War Raiders? You went past an actual tag team and put Nakamura and Rick Boogs in a tag team match?
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Fuck these kids.
Basically.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna say the Usos because they got the juice in the tag team division right now, and I don't think they're gonna put them up against just a team that was just slapped together. Even though Nakamura follows, Boogs follows Nakamura around, I don't think the Usos are gonna lose that. So they're gonna stay on top and win that match.
Yeah. I got the Usos walking out with the titles. That's just off of just pure face. I mean, these guys are almost going on a year, the longest reign of SmackDown champions. So I'm going to go with the Usos. But you passed up the War Raiders. So now the War Raiders are inside the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. A real tag team now. A real tag team that actually has history. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they had a great. Go ahead.
You got the War Raiders, who's a real tag team. Okay. And then you got Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin, who's a real tag team. Granted, they're on Raw, but fuck the brand split. No one follows that shit. Okay. Let's be real. Everyone shows up wherever they want to show up. This is another match that I'm not looking forward to. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Hate it.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Viking Raiders. They had a great run in ROH. I mean, they had a great run in NXT, but it just seems like ever since they've been on the main roster, they're just not getting that love like they should because they're actually a very experienced tag team.
Well, I think the first L was calling them the Viking Experience, and it was just downhill from there. But yeah, I think it's unanimous. I think we all going with the Usos. I don't see Rick Boogs or Shinsuke winning this match. I don't see Shinsuke getting his WrestleMania dub. What you got?
No, man, what you mean? I ain't even give my shit, man. Nakamura is gonna win, man.
What?
Nakamura and Bugs, they're gonna want that happy moment, you know what I mean? And perhaps there's gonna be pandemonium within the familia.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
I think this is going to be a bloodline weekend. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. See?
Word.
You know what I mean? Like Roman, he's gonna retain, then he's gonna go at him.
Fuck these kids.
Get out of here.
Unify them belts.
Yeah. So
let's
we
go
move to the next one.
Moving on to the next one.
We talked to the girls, right?
Yeah, we got to get to the girls, man. So let's go with the Royal Rumble winner going up against Charlotte Flair.
That's a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer, but so was her promo that she botched on Friday.
Exactly.
God, listen. I need her to visualize an attack like Bobby Boucher, right? Like when you grabbing that microphone, visualize an attack. I want you to think of a moment where someone made you mad and you use that because she sounded so bland. I mean, I've heard more emotion and feeling out of a toddler. I've heard more emotional and feeling out of my iPhone. Okay, like I asked Siri, "Hey Siri, where's the nearest wing stop?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
you
I've
could
heard.
tell. You could tell she didn't write that promo, but if she was fed to that by somebody else, I think they forgot to tell her to put more emotion behind it and like sound like she's about to kill somebody, because
Mhm.
that was not the way to build up to like one of the biggest matches of your career. Which I'm going to say Ronda Rousey's going to win that.
Yeah, I got Ronda winning this match too, only because it's Ronda Rousey, and also because I think Charlotte's going to take more time off. Because let's just face it, um, there's nothing there for her to do right now. They haven't built up anyone strong enough to face her outside of a celeb like Ronda Rousey. You know what I'm saying? Like the only other person I can see them using to go up against her, but they would have to build her up, is a Shayna Baszler. You know what I'm saying? But if Ronda Rousey does win the title, then she runs rough shot for another year because who are they gonna get to go up against her? You know what I'm saying? Like not Cyborg. If if Cyborg signs a contract, that's different. But other than that, I don't see nobody that they could put on there. Not even Oscar.
What was that woman in the UFC that beat her like and took the title away from her and she was on top? It was this blonde woman. I can't remember what the hell her name
Oh,
was.
damn.
Oh, Holly Holm. That's right.
Yeah, Holly Holm.
Now, if
Yeah.
they would get her to come in WWE for a minute and face Ronda Rousey, now that'd be some shit, man.
That's something that's different. That's a premium event. But then we gonna have like the backlash by the wrestling fans. She didn't like wrestling originally. She's only here for a paycheck. Guess what? Your favorite wrestler was there for a paycheck. They love wrestling, but they love to pay their bills too. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. I mean, a paycheck is a paycheck. Whether you shoveling shit or you wrestling inside the ring, it's a paycheck. And no one really enjoys shoveling the shit more than they enjoy the money. Not to go ahead and compare the two. Just saying.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna say Charlotte retains.
you got Charlotte, I got Ronda, and Mr. Casanova got Ronda. Okay, that's your pick. Let's go ahead and keep this thing moving with the women, 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 women. Bianca Belair going up against big time Becky Lynch. Okay, we got the battle of the ponytails. It looks like both of them got ponytails inside this picture. Listen, we do know that her throat was injured last the other week on Raw. So maybe they oversell it this Monday. I'm not sure. We do know that Becky Lynch is back at WrestleMania for the first time in over a year, right? So we do know that we know what happened at SummerSlam. Her beating Bianca Belair in a matter of seconds. Is this the payoff? Is this
Yes.
going to be the payoff, or are we going to have to wait to SummerSlam to get that get back?
No, I think Bianca Belair is going to get a WrestleMania moment since she, basically was involved in a squash match, when I thought she shouldn't have lost it, but I
No
get why they
one.
did it. So I think that Bianca is finally going to get one up on Becky Lynch.
So what you're trying to tell me is Bianca Belair is going to have 2 WrestleMania wins underneath her belt for a championship. So you going with Bianca? LG, who you got?
I'm I don't know, man. For some reason, that match it looked the luster because it should have been Ronda against Becky, but Bianca Belair, like you said, man, she should get that win back, for doing the favor that time. So unless something happens tomorrow and they ask somebody else, and somebody protects her. Let remind you, Bailey's not out there.
Good
The other
point.
lady, what's the name of the girl that damn, I forgot her name. She left pregnant.
Oh, you got yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Candice LeRae.
No, not Candice LeRae. She was on Raw.
The one that was with Ric Flair before she left the Navy, the Marines.
The
I forgot her
Marine.
name. Man, that's
God.
sad. What's the
No,
heck
it's
is her
not.
name?
She had the women's right hand signature. Let me check.
Lacey Evans.
Lacey.
Lacey Evans, that's her name. My bad.
There you go. But man, just Monday morning quarterbacking. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Bianca.
I'm going with Bianca. I'm going with Bianca. The whole squad is going with Bianca. And I'm with that. I'm with that. Uh, Look, I would love to see Bianca Belair win, and I would love to see this actually come to fruition. There was a rumored match that we may be getting back. Spoiler alert. I'm just going to let y'all know. Rumor match that we may get may be almost going up against Bobby Lashley. Um, First of all, my brothers, okay? I don't want to see y'all fighting each other. Y'all need to come together, okay? But I will say this. It's a last minute match. No one's gonna care.
Hated it.
Exactly. I don't even have enough emotion to even pick a winner. But if I'm rolling the dice, if I'm flipping a coin, I'm going to give it to Almost because they're trying to build the future, and that is going to be your future. That's just the end of that. But to whoever booked that match, um, kick rocks.
How about whoever booked most of these matches that feel like filler matches? You need to do a better job. This is not WrestleMania type shit that we need.
Okay, first of all, ain't nobody talking while I'm talking, so shut the fuck up. Okay, first of all.
Man, it don't make no sense. But obviously they trying to push the big guy. I just don't. It don't make no sense because you're gonna tell me you're gonna push Almost, but you're gonna bring Bobby Lashley. So what's the ending of that match? What's the result? So what's the point of even bringing Bobby Lashley back if you're gonna have him lose against uh fucking Osmosis Jones?
Osmosis Jones. I don't know, dog. Like, I think at the end of the day, whoever booked this match, real talk,
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
real talk, like because it's like this is just stupid. You just wanted two big meaty men slapping meat on TV. Just go in and say that. That's what you want.
Yeah, but too much energy on that match. But let's keep it 100. This is the match that everybody on night one gonna be looking forward to. Is the KO show.
Yo, let's
Once
talk
Steve
about KO.
Austin.
Let's talk about KO, right?
Bro, he killed it. He killed it on Monday.
Did he ever, though? Like, that man deserves all type of Academy Awards, all type of, everything. But I think someone did it better than him. I'm just
Will
saying.
Sasso.
Will Sasso. Will Sasso was that guy. Just saying. Will Sasso is the OG impersonator. Just saying. No shade to Kevin Owens, but no one outbeats Will Sasso. But if you did not see what transpired on Monday, I'm just going to show you this clip real quick, and we'll go ahead and move on to the final match. But this is what we had. Like, I thought it was genius I mean, it's not like it hasn't been done before. We had Shawn Michaels with the whole Bret Hart situation, but he didn't come dressed as Bret Hart. But he did, but he did get him when the music cracked again. I think the only way for this to happen, and the only way for this to be beneficial, is to have Stone Cold stump a mud hole in Kevin Owens' ass in the great state of Texas. This match writes itself. I think it's the only one that people really care about besides Roman versus Brock. But yeah, I mean, it's unanimous. If anyone is picking Kevin Owens to win this match, go play in traffic.
Yeah, Stone Cold's always been my favorite since, I was a young kid. And, he definitely not coming back and getting paid all this money and him walking out taking an L. So he's definitely winning.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
No, and like I say, they probably could go on take a little bit from when that Piper and Goldust match. You know what I mean? Not get the cars involved because unless they do a stunt double, you know what I mean, for Stone Cold, but or he could do all the driving. It should be entertaining, but to me they should announce it as a match, man. You know what I mean? Because regardless of that, that shows you how much potential, you know what I mean, and following Stone Cold has. But going into like the KO show, man, is not what I would like to see. But I'm still looking forward to to
I mean,
see Stone Cold.
maybe it starts off as a KO show and we get an impromptu match. Who knows? Uh, all I know is at the end of the day, I would love to see this transpire. Hopefully, it becomes something of a WrestleMania moment that we get to see more often. But I do know Stone Cold was probably watching Monday Night Raw like
The whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
like just sitting there watching Kevin Owens. But I would like to see this. So I think everyone's going with Stone Cold. I mean, I don't see KO walking out of there. In Texas, though, nah, I don't see that. Not at all. But let's go ahead and get to a main event time, people. Main event, main event, main event, main event. Champion versus champion. I'll say, okay, we got the beast, Brock Lesnar, going up against the God. You know what I'm saying? We got, the WWE Championship going against the Universal Championship, okay? Winner take all, okay? This is going to be a unified championship after that. I hear the rumor is they're going to call it the WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship. That's the name of the Universal Championship already. But that's the name that they're going to use for whoever wins it. I mean, that's a rumor. But let's be for real. This is for all the marbles, everything, right? Who do we see walking out of WrestleMania, setting everything back in motion for the year going forward? Because right now we got the God, okay, greatness on a different level. Okay, we got Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, holding this title 500 plus days. Okay, hasn't been done in forever. Then you got Brock Lesnar, who came back with a ponytail and a beard. Okay, I remember when we first seen pictures circulating this dude with a ponytail and a beard, and I said, "Give me ponytail Brock Lesnar with a beard, and I guarantee you this Brock Lesnar is going to be more devastating, more over, more everything." And he has been. I mean, he's been going around, walking to people dressing rooms, eating their grapes and shit, putting his feet on people's tables, breaking it, beating up the security, wearing out chairs, picking up trucks with forklifts. Like, we can just keep going on with what this guy has been doing. All the stuff that he's been doing makes you think he's going to win this match. But I'm going to say it like this. If anyone's walking out of WrestleMania with both of them titles raised above their head, it's going to be the person that has done everything he said that he will do since he's held that title, okay? He going to stack them, and then he going to smash them. And if I'm not mistaken, he already smashed Brock Lesnar. Guess what? He going to smash him twice, 2 times. Ray J, I hit it first. That's right. He going to smash him. So I got Roman Reigns coming out as the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Universal Champion.
The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about?
Brock Lesnar don't need it. I'm just gonna say it's gonna be our tribal chief, the leader of the bloodline, Roman Reigns, coming out on top and cementing his legacy as a champion in history.
So he got over a year. He's going on a year and a half, right? Perhaps 300. He definitely gonna. They're gonna try. He passed CM Punk, right?
He been past CM Punk.
Yeah, he been past him 3-something. So to me, Roman Reigns is the best thing going on right now. Brock Lesnar, I see more personality now that that he's been back, and it's been stories out there saying that he's watching other people's matches and stuff. So are we gonna have him more often? We don't know, but if they, what I mean, they got something going. So I'm gonna go with the bloodline.
Okay, so
The one.
the ones, it's unanimous, right? Unanimous, okay? And I'm gonna keep saying that word until it sound right. Unanimous. Unanimous.
Call the ambulance. Call the ambulance to come and pick up your people.
But no, this gonna be something good, man. So that's what those are the predictions for this wild, crazy week in wrestling. And we didn't even predict everything that was going down through WrestleCon, the collective, and everything like that. Just know that I want y'all to be safe while y'all out there. Y'all enjoy this. But make sure y'all pull up on us at the 100 House, okay, for WrestleMania Wrestle Watch, April 3rd. We're gonna be there around 4, but come get there like around 6 p.m. Ish. The start of the show. Pull up on us, $50 wrestling cosplay contest. Also, we're gonna have wrestling trivia and games. It's at the Hunter House Cafe. Make sure you pull up, okay? It is at 13463 Cedar Road, Cleveland Heights, Ohio 44118 at the 100 House. Follow them on IG and Twitter. Okay, food is banging. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't just hyping it up because we're doing a show there. I'm saying it because I went there on 2 occasions and had their food. It's it, and it's lit. But what time you got, man? I don't know. I'm looking at my time. You think it's about that time? What you think, bro?
Sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
First of all, it's that time, though. I'd like to thank all y'all for tuning in, whether you are listening or watching us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you want to go ahead and watch or listen to us at. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. But we're going to leave y'all with these 2 PSAs as we usually do. Okay, first of all, too much negativity can have you unbalanced mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Okay, spread more positive vibes. It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic inside that message. It can be easy as giving someone a compliment, going out your way to do something for someone else, or you can go to whatamaneuver.net. Go ahead and order the Positive Vibes apparel. Okay, Positive Vibes only. We got t-shirt, tank tops, hoodie, baby onesies. We got everything that you may need and look and desire, all the way up to 4XL. So what that means is you ain't got to get it for you. Get it as a gift for someone else who may be going through something. Maybe them or someone else looking at that message on their t-shirt is reoccurring messages of positive vibes. Maybe your day may start it out kind of shitty, but at the end of the day, it may be real nice and clean, okay? We dealing with winter popping back up in spring right now in Cleveland, but we sending out positive vibes. Also, okay, COVID is still here. Don't let World War III or anything else distract you. It's still here. It's mutating, different forms, a whole bunch of different ways to catch it. Vaccines out there, but the best way to combat COVID is very easy. It starts off with good hygiene, okay? First and foremost, we're going to need y'all to wash your hands, but most of all, wash your ass. Mr. Casanova, tell these people what to use. Tell these people what to use, Mr. Casanova.
Please use soap and plenty of it.
And L Chiefs, let people know how they got to do this, Bobby.
Y'all remember, face to ass, not ass to face.
Okay? Not ass to face. Wash your hands, wash your ass. Okay, use soap. Face to ass, not ass to face. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we are out this piece. We will catch y'all at the Haunted House. Catch y'all on the live stream on Sunday afternoon. But yeah, we out here, man. Peace.
Eat, Joe. Joe, I didn't eat today, Joe. You know why, Joe? You want to know why? The gas, Joe. I got a car. Joe. Look at me, Joe. Joe, my feet is on land. My feet is on